crafty friends, Kim from Stamping Imperfection. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy World Card Making Day today. Today I want to share just a very quick card using some super simple supplies. I have this set of Whisper White note cards. You can see I've used quite a few of those. I'd like to make one of these today. These are cut at 5 by 7 inches, so when I fold it in half, the card itself will be 3.5 inches by 5 inches. So I'm just going to pull one of those out and one of the envelopes. And I got a new stamp set that I purchased from Stampin' Up! From the new fall and holiday mini catalog, and it is called Regal Floral. I've been looking forward to trying this one out, and I love the style of this stamp set. I have another one that's similar that I bought from the annual catalog called Textured Florals, and I've been loving this, and I couldn't resist purchasing something similar from the new catalog. So I'm excited about this stamp set. It's got kind of a watercolory, flowy feel, and I really like it. So I've cut a couple panels down here. I'll create a panel and then I'll attach it to the top of my card front. I also just got 2 different sets of stencils. This one is called Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks, and this one is called 4 Square Decorative Masks. Now I always find stencils to be a good value for crafting because there are so many techniques you can do with them. And these were on the clearance rack at Stampin' Up! So I felt like I got a great deal. And there's one in here I definitely want to try. So I'm going to pull the 4 square one out. I'm going to just grab the stencil that I want to try from this one. I think this will be interesting. And I'm going to pull out one of these card mats that I created, and I'll put these aside for now. I've got my stamp set, so I'm going to pull out the stamps that I'm thinking that I want to use. I've got my stamps all set up on blocks, and I'm all ready to go. So I'm going to start with this. And I'm thinking that I want to do, for some reason I really like to do these little note cards sideways, and I think I'm just going to work in one corner as much as I can, and I can put the sentiment like this. So I'm going to put this mask down here and try to make sure that it's straight on that mat that I have, and I'm going to pull out this Crumb Cake ink. I like this color quite a lot. So I've got a blending brush here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of Crumb Cake ink. Sort of around like that. And I don't want to cover the whole thing, I just want it to be kind of a subtle background. So that's one thing I love about stencils. You can do little things like that, and it'll just add a little something extra to your card. Okay, so I want to start with this stamp with the 3 flowers on it. Now I've pulled out 3 different colors here, and I've got Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. I'm going to start with the Cajun Craze. I'm going to ink this up. Now these are not intended to be to look like they're completely stamped. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it in place for a minute, just rub the back with my finger, and that's the look that you're going for. Isn't that pretty? That's the look you're going for. It doesn't look like it's perfectly stamped. That's the way the stamp is designed. Now I'm going to close that up. And I'm going to take out the Old Olive. I'm going to ink this one up. And the same thing is true for this stamp. The whole set is like this. And I'm going to stamp this. Actually, I think I'll stamp this right here. that. And then I'm going to try to get the next one a little bit closer. So I'll stamp this down here, like that. And then I think I want a little bit of green in the corner. So I'm going to just stamp that. There we go. Just like that. Maybe a little bit more down here as well. So I'm just inking up the bottom part of the stamp here. Just like that, and maybe just a tiny bit more down here and here. There we go. So I've got lots of green on there. Now before I move on, I am going to clean up the mess that I just made here. I work on this glass mat that I got from Stampin' Up! And I'm loving it because look how easy it was to clean that up. And now I'm going to take my crushed curry and I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow. Let's see, let's put one down here, and I think I'm going to put one up here like that. Maybe a third one. And then a little stamping off like that. So I've got some yellow in there, and I like the look. I'm not being at all careful about how I'm lining things up. I'm actually being okay with the fact that it's not going to be perfect, so I like it. Alright, now I've got the sentiment that I want to add. Before I add the sentiment though, there's this other stamp in here that I meant to pull out. It is, I love it. So I'm going to pull in that crumb cake that I had from before, and I'm going to use this little kind of dot stamp to add just a little something more to this. And I'm going to stamp off down there, and then I'll add this here and stamp off up here. So I've got a little bit of extra something there. Just adding some layers, it makes it look more interesting. Alright, so now I've got my sentiment, and I want to see how straight this actually stamps before I do it on my card, because I'm trying to kind of do everything in a single layer. So I'm going to bring in this piece of scrap that I have. This was a clear stamp. I wouldn't do this step, but I just want to see how straight I have this on here. So if I line up my letters, it's perfect. So actually I almost think I'm going to cut this one down so I can bring this in and I can pop this up. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull out some I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to take the edge of the dimensionals just like this. And I'm going to put 2 strips of this on. And then I can add this on top. Just like that. That I'm just doing some simple stamping and I'm not being fussy. And it's still going to be a card that I'm proud of and will be happy to send to someone. So I'm just going to line this up with an even amount of border around all of the sides there, just like that. Now, to finish this off, I definitely want to do a little stamping on the inside and on the card. So I'm going to take this stamp with the 3 florals and just stamp it in the corner, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the envelope. I'll just do a little stamping in the front, on the front of the envelope in the corner here, just like that. You can add more if you want to. I just like to add a little something, just like that. And that is going to complete my card. Quick and easy, super simple. And you know, you've got a little note card, and these note cards just can be mailed with just 1 postage stamp. This size is legal to send in the United States, so that's perfect. You can add more embellishments if you want to, but otherwise super simple, quick and easy. Try different color combinations and see what you really like the best, and you know, add some little extra things there if you want to, just to give it a little pop. So friends, if you are interested in making a purchase or browsing through the Stampin' Up! Store, you can do that on my in my online store, my online Stampin' Up! Store at shopwithkim.net. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notifications every time I upload a video. And I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator if you're looking to purchase some Stampin' Up! Supplies. So thank you so much. Happy World Card Making today, and happy simple stamping, friends. Have a wonderful day.